So I started selling tapes online in 2020. It was, lockdown, out of a job, had an apartment full of VHS tapes and decided it was time to start siphoning these things off. They started going pretty quickly and I realized that, there's a lot of other strange weirdos like myself who like these things. So that just kind of took off from there, started a website selling them online, and then in 2022 we opened up our physical location here, and we're going to be having our 4-year anniversary coming up in about 2 weeks.
I've been a VHS collector since I was a kid, and then it kind of snowballed into this. These swaps are always really fun because you get to meet so many people, and everyone really brings a lot of cool, weird stuff. I don't know, there's just something comforting about it. So it's a mix of nostalgia, but it's also just a lot of the stuff disappears from streaming. Like Near Dark or Strange Days, both Catherine Bigelow movies will disappear from streaming all the time, but I can watch it because I have it on tape at my house,
So if you want to see a movie, in the comfort of your own home and it's easy to stream, fine. But if you want to own something, for me, it's just like something that's collectible, and like I said, the original version that was released for public consumption, I'd rather own that. Yeah, there's something definitely about it, very nostalgic. And a lot of those movies just seem like they were meant to be watched on a TV like that, especially the direct-to-video stuff from the 80s. That was definitely made just for a rental market. It's it was meant to be watched on a shitty television,
So I actually have the same TV that my mom gave me for a birthday gift when I turned 10, and it's an old 80s TV set. That was old when I even got it, and it's from 1984's Zenith set, and it's everything looks great on that.
I think what's unique is the experience of going to somewhere and looking around and finding something you didn't know you wanted, just based on either the cover or just who's in it or who made it and that sort of a thing. Just a kind of experience that you wouldn't necessarily have scrolling on the internet or something. And maybe you're gonna be a little bit more committed to trying it out. If you have the physical thing, then I think you're a little bit more committed to sit down and try to appreciate it fully.
I think it's about bringing people together to talk. So sort of the aspect of going to the video store, it's an event. Hey, you and your friends, hey, we're gonna go and we're gonna pick out 2 or 3 movies. I like horror movies, but somebody might like comedy movies. So if you're with your friends, we'll get one comedy, we'll get one horror movie, and now we'll share. We'll eat pizza, we'll watch the movie together, and it's always new and different. So even though it's old and sometimes forgotten.
But yeah, WHAMMY is a unique part of the Los Angeles film scene for what it does for keeping physical media alive, for keeping the community spirit of shared archivism and shared interest in esoteric media alive.
And you're involved with tape here too.
Yeah,
there's a tape office here.
For anyone who doesn't know about tape, it's the non-profit sibling organization of WHAMMY, which provides free and low-cost digitization of home videos. It also offers equipment rental of analog filmmaking tools like Bolex cameras, VHS cameras. There's all sorts of things available through workshops and other forms of education for folks who are interested in making their own analog media as well.
Tape, it stands for teach, archive,
preserve, and exhibit. So we do all those things. A thing I've been impressed with is there's a real community around WHAMMY. There are a lot of people who come out to a lot of the screenings. They often get involved with tape too, and tape has its own community. And I didn't really realize this at first, but it reveals itself to be a third space that people really like and enjoy. So
I think part of the fun of programming at WHAMMY is that it's the only 4x3 screen in town. So if you're showing a natively 4x3 movie, or you want to show a VHS of a movie, which one might do because, let's say it's a cut of a movie that was never released on any other format, like the PG edition of Josie and the Pussycats, I might hypothetically want to screen, which was only ever released on tape, right? Or, there's still so many hundreds or thousands of movies or tapes that have never made it onto any other format and are, just as worthy of exhibition and rediscovery as something that's more widely available.
In fact, WHAMMY has a regular stuck on VHS series that's great. And they just had one the other night. There was a bizarre end times Christian Mark of the Beast traveling guillotine. Basically, it's about the country basically killing its own citizens, which is not very relatable. They're not wearing masks though. Yeah. So and you know, Eric programmed that the other night, and so we come here and see those movies that are stuck on VHS, and I know that there's always something amazing to play.
Everyone's been so welcoming, you know, because sometimes people can be kind of punishers, like, you know, like the guy, if you're wearing a band t-shirt and they're like, name 3 B-sides, you know, but the VHS community is not like that. It's like some of the most genuine, nicest people that are like super interesting, really fun to talk to, know a ton of obscure, bizarre stuff that aren't like gatekeepy. It's just been really nice to be part of.
I think they've already outlasted what they thought they'd last for. You know, they didn't expect them to be lasting this long and still work. This magnetic tape, you know, in a plastic cartridge. But they still do, and as long as they do, I think they'll still be collectible. There'll still be a scene for it.
No, I think that there's still always going to be a place for this, because even when people were making fun of me for buying VHS and like having a VHS collection, there were still weirdos like me with tapes. So I think there'll always be some of us, but tapes will never die. No, I don't know.